Hello, this is a simple tutorial on how to create a very simple vessel in Fusion 360. So to introduce you to our build plane here, to orbit in this environment, you hold the shift key and rotate your rollerball on your mouse. If you do not have one, you can go down to the orbit tool at the bottom here, and this is a way to orbit. All right, so the first step is we're going to go into the create environment here, and we're going to select create form. And when I do that, it says we've entered the sculpt environment. I say OK. Now I can go under create, and I can select different volume forms to kind of start with. I'm going to select the box. The next thing it's going to ask me to do is select which plane I want to start building upon, or I might have as my reference point. And I'm going to select the bottom plane. And now I'm going to click and drag outward and then click again. And I have this sort of pillowy looking form here. I can either type in dimensions here to change the height, or I can go over to this dialog box here and change dimensions. I'm going to type in 50 millimeters length, 50 millimeters for width, and 50 millimeters for height. I can change the number of facets on the faces of this shape by entering new numbers here. And as you can see, they're being added to. I'm going to go back to just 2 per face. And I click OK. So again, if I hold my shift key and click on my roller ball on my mouse, I can orbit my design. So right now it's kind of a marshmallow form. I want to delete the top surface so I can turn this into a container. To do that, I'm going to select Modify. And I'm just going to click and hold my shift key and select all the top face sections. And then I'm going to right click. And when I do that, I have these other options. And what I want to do here is just hit delete. Now using my shift key again and orbiting, using my roller ball on my mouse, I can see it's empty. But I can't 3D print this yet because it doesn't have wall thickness. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to select the top edge of my vessel, holding the shift key. I'm going to go back up to modify, and I'm going to go to thicken, and I'm going to give a thickness of 4 millimeters. Probably the thinnest you want to go is 3, and I'm going to orbit this a little bit so you can see that this has a wall thickness now. And when I'm done with my design, let's say this is what I want to print, I would go to finish form, and then when I want to save it, I can go to make. I can 3D print from here. And just going to save that. And you probably also want to save your design as you go, so you can give it a name and then save it to your designs. So that's it for the very first tutorial on just doing a really simple vessel for created in Fusion 360. All right, thanks.